Hey everyone, welcome back to the Study English channel, your English podcast for real conversation practice and easy English in daily life.
Yes, the place where everyday English becomes your everyday superpower.
I'm Anna.
And I'm Jake. Great to have you with us today.
So Jake, before we start, how was your weekend?
Honestly, pretty relaxing. I slept in on Saturday, went for a walk in the park, and watched a movie with some friends on Sunday night. Nothing exciting, but exactly what I needed.
That sounds lovely. See, listeners, that question, how was your weekend, is probably one of the most common questions in the entire English-speaking world.
So true. It's practically the official Monday morning greeting at work, at school, even texting a friend.
Exactly, and that's why today's episode is so useful. We're talking about how to talk about your weekend in English, both the one that just happened and the one that's coming up.
This topic seems simple, but it's actually packed with useful grammar, past simple, future forms, and tons of everyday vocabulary, all wrapped up in one relaxed, everyday conversation topic.
Exactly. By the end of this episode, you'll never freeze up again when someone asks, "So, what did you get up to this weekend?"
Quick favor before we start. If you're enjoying this podcast, please like this episode, subscribe, and share it with a friend learning English.
And comment below. Tell us in one sentence, how was your last weekend? Great practice, and we genuinely love reading your comments.
All right, let's get into it.
So, Jake, why do you think talking about your weekend comes up so often in English conversations?
Great question. I think it's because it's a safe, friendly, universal topic. Everyone has a weekend, everyone has something to say, and it's a great way to connect casually without getting too deep or too personal.
True. It's the perfect small talk topic. Coworkers on Monday morning, friends catching up, even strangers at a social event.
Exactly. And here's something important. Talking about your weekend well isn't just about facts. I went to the store. It's a chance to show a little personality, share a small story, and keep the conversation flowing naturally.
Great point. And this topic gives us a perfect natural way to practice two really important grammar areas. Past simple for the weekend that already happened, and future forms for the weekend that's coming up.
Exactly. So today's episode is really two topics in one, talking about the past and talking about the future, both wrapped around one relaxed, everyday theme.
Let's start with the past weekend first.
Okay, so the classic question, how was your weekend? Or what did you do this weekend? Let's build a simple, natural structure for answering this.
Step 1. A quick general reaction. It was great. It was pretty relaxing. It was really busy. It was nothing special, but nice.
Step 2. One or two specific activities using past simple. I went to the beach. I visited my parents. I stayed home and relaxed.
Step 3. One small detail that adds personality or interest. I went to the beach and the water was freezing, but so worth it.
Let's build a full example. It was great, actually. I went hiking with some friends on Saturday, and the weather was absolutely perfect. Sunday, I mostly just relaxed at home.
Perfect. Natural, complete answer using past simple throughout with a nice mix of activities and a small personal reaction.
Let's do another one. Honestly, it was pretty quiet. I cleaned my apartment, caught up on some reading, and had dinner with my sister on Sunday. Nothing too exciting, but relaxing.
Great example too. And notice it's completely fine for a weekend to be quiet and simple. Not every answer needs to sound like an adventure.
True, and that's such an important point for our shy or perfectionist listeners. An honest, simple answer is always a great answer.
Let's also quickly review the past simple structure, just to make sure everyone feels confident. For regular verbs, we add ed. I worked, I visited, I cleaned. For irregular verbs, the form changes completely. I went, I saw, I had, I ate.
Great reminder. And for negative sentences, we use didn't plus the base verb. I didn't do much. I didn't go anywhere special.
Perfect. Simple and useful. Now let's build your vocabulary toolbox for common weekend activities.
Let's go through useful vocabulary, organized by type of activity, so you always have something ready to say.
Relaxing activities. I stayed home. I relaxed. I slept in, meaning slept later than usual. I watched a movie. I read a book. I did nothing, said casually and sometimes honestly.
Social activities. I hung out with friends. I had dinner with my family. I went to a party. I caught up with an old friend.
Outdoor activities. I went for a walk. I went hiking. I went to the beach. I went for a bike ride. I did some gardening.
Household activities. I cleaned the house. I did some laundry. I cooked a big meal. I organized my closet.
Cultural or entertainment activities. I went to the cinema. I visited a museum. I went to a concert. I tried a new restaurant.
Sports and fitness. I went to the gym. I played football. I went for a run. I took a yoga class.
Travel related. I went on a short trip. I visited my hometown. I stayed at a friend's place for the weekend.
Great range of vocabulary, listeners. Notice all of these follow the same simple past simple structure. I went, I did, I stayed, I visited. So once you learn the vocabulary, the grammar takes care of itself.
Beautifully summarized. Now let's talk about the other side of this topic, talking about your upcoming weekend plans.
Okay, so now let's flip to the future. Someone asks, any plans for the weekend? Or, what are you doing this weekend? How do we answer naturally?
Great question. For plans that are already decided or arranged, we use going to or present continuous. I'm going to visit my parents. I'm meeting some friends for dinner. I'm going hiking with my sister.
Right. Present continuous for future plans is super common in English, especially for arranged, scheduled events. I'm having lunch with my old coworker on Saturday.
For plans that are less certain, more like hopes or ideas, we use might or probably will. I might go to the beach if the weather's nice. I'll probably just relax at home.
Let's build a full example. I'm actually really excited. I'm going to a concert on Saturday night. Sunday, I don't have any solid plans yet. I'll probably just relax and catch up on some sleep.
Perfect. Natural mix of confirmed plans and more flexible plans. Exactly how a real English speaker would talk about their weekend.
Let's do another example. Nothing too exciting planned. I might go for a hike if the weather's good, but honestly, I could also just stay home and relax.
Great, honest, low-pressure answer, too. Remember, you don't need exciting plans to have a great conversation.
True. Let's also cover a really useful phrase for when you genuinely don't know your plans yet. I haven't decided yet. I'm still figuring out my plans. I'll probably just play it by ear, meaning decide spontaneously without a fixed plan.
Play it by ear. Great idiom, very commonly used for weekend plans specifically.
Beautifully summarized, listeners. Now let's talk about keeping the conversation flowing with questions and reactions.
Okay, so just like our earlier episodes, remember, a great conversation isn't just answering, it's also asking and reacting.
True. After you answer, it's natural to ask back. What about you? How was your weekend? Any big plans this weekend?
Oh, nice. That sounds fun. I actually just stayed home and relaxed. Nothing too exciting.
That sounds relaxing too. Sometimes that's exactly what you need.
True. Any plans for next weekend?
Actually, yes. I'm going to a wedding on Saturday.
Oh, how exciting. Are you looking forward to it?
Definitely. I haven't been to a wedding in a while.
See, listeners? Notice how naturally that flowed. Past weekend, then a smooth transition into future plans, all with simple reactions and follow-up questions.
Beautifully demonstrated. Okay, let's move on to a few common mistakes learners make with this topic.
Mistake 1. Mixing up past and future tenses in the same sentence. For example, I go to the beach yesterday instead of I went to the beach yesterday. Remember, yesterday, last weekend, and similar time words always need past simple.
Mistake 2, forgetting did in negative or question forms. I no went anywhere instead of I didn't go anywhere. Remember, past simple negative always uses didn't plus the base verb.
Mistake 3, using the weekend instead of this weekend or last weekend when the context needs a specific time. I'm busy the weekend should be I'm busy this weekend.
Mistake 4, overusing I don't have plans without adding anything else, which can feel a little flat in conversation. Adding a small extra detail like I don't have solid plans yet, but I might visit my parents keeps the conversation more engaging.
Mistake 5, forgetting prepositions with days. Remember, we say on Saturday, on Sunday, using on with specific days, but at the weekend in British English or on the weekend in American English.
Great point. That's actually a nice little difference between British and American English worth knowing.
Beautifully covered, listeners. Small mistakes, but easy fixes once you know them.
Quick cultural note before we move to our example conversations. Weekend culture actually looks a little different across English-speaking countries.
True. In the United States, weekends are often quite activity-packed. Running errands, going to brunch, sports, family time, especially since many Americans work long hours during the week.
In the UK, weekends often involve relaxing at home, visiting a pub with friends, and sometimes a Sunday roast, a traditional big family lunch on Sundays.
In Australia, weekends often center around outdoor activities, the beach, barbecues, since the climate allows for a lot of outdoor lifestyle throughout the year.
And here in many parts of India and South Asia, weekends often blend family time, religious or cultural activities, and social visits, sometimes with less separation between weekday and weekend routines compared to some Western cultures.
Great context, listeners, because understanding these small cultural differences helps your small talk feel even more natural and informed when speaking with people from different backgrounds.
Beautifully summarized. Now let's put everything together with 2 full example conversations.
Okay, first one, 2 coworkers chatting on a Monday morning. Morning, how was your weekend?
Pretty good, actually. I went to my cousin's birthday party on Saturday, and Sunday I just relaxed at home. What about you?
Oh, nice. Sounds fun. I actually went hiking with my partner. The weather was perfect for it.
That sounds amazing. Where did you go?
Just a trail near the mountains, about an hour from here. We should go together sometime if you're interested.
Definitely. I'd love that. Anyway, back to this Monday grind, huh?
Unfortunately, yes.
Great, natural, casual Monday morning conversation. Now let's do a second one. 2 friends texting about upcoming weekend plans.
Hey, any plans this weekend?
Not really. I might just relax at home. What about you?
I'm actually going to a concert on Saturday night. Want to come with me? I have an extra ticket.
Oh, really? Who's playing?
It's actually that band we listened to a lot last year, remember?
No way. I'd love to come. Count me in.
Perfect. I'll send you the details later.
See, listeners, 2 completely different conversations, one about the past, one about the future, but both using the exact same simple, natural tools we practice today.
Beautifully demonstrated. Okay, let's build your full glossary now. Then move to practice.
Talking about the past weekend. It was great. It was pretty relaxing. I went. I stayed home and I hung out with. I caught up on.
Talking about upcoming plans. I'm going to, I'm meeting, I might, I'll probably, I haven't decided yet, I'll play it by ear.
Keeping the conversation going. What about you? How was your weekend? Any plans this weekend? Oh, that sounds fun. Are you excited for it?
Common weekend activities. Went hiking, went to the beach, stayed home, cleaned the house, caught up with friends, went to the cinema, tried a new restaurant.
What a complete toolkit, listeners. Between this glossary and the 2 example conversations, you now have everything you need to talk about your weekend confidently, past or future.
Quick shadowing exercise before practice time. We say a sentence, you repeat it out loud.
Sentence 1. How was your weekend? Now you.
Sentence 2. It was pretty relaxing. I stayed home most of the time. Now you.
Sentence 3. Any plans for the weekend? Now you.
Sentence 4. I'm going to visit my parents on Saturday. Now you.
Sentence 5. I haven't decided yet. I'll probably just play it by ear. Now you.
Sentence 6. Oh, that sounds fun. What about you? Now you.
Great job, everyone. Practice these a few times this week and they'll come out naturally the next time someone asks about your weekend. Quick bonus vocabulary section because a few idioms and phrasal verbs come up constantly in weekend conversations, and they instantly make your English sound more natural.
Great idea. First, chill out, meaning to relax. I just wanted to chill out and do nothing this weekend.
Second, catch up, meaning to spend time with someone you haven't seen in a while, or to do something you're behind on. I caught up with an old friend. I caught up on some sleep.
Third, hang out, meaning to spend casual time with someone. We just hung out at my place, nothing fancy.
Fourth, wind down, meaning to relax gradually, often at the end of a busy week. Friday nights are for winding down after a long week.
Fifth, recharge my batteries, meaning to rest and regain energy. I really needed the weekend to recharge my batteries.
Sixth, get away, meaning to take a short trip, escaping your normal routine. We're planning to get away for the weekend, just somewhere quiet.
Seventh, sleep in, meaning to sleep later than usual. I slept in till 11 on Saturday. It was amazing.
Eighth, run errands, meaning to do small necessary tasks, like shopping or paying bills. I spent most of Saturday running errands.
Let's build an example combining a few of these. Honestly, this weekend was all about chilling out. I slept in on Saturday, ran a few errands in the afternoon, and spent Sunday just winding down before the work week starts again.
Perfect, natural example, listeners. These phrases might look small, but using even 2 or 3 of them makes your English sound noticeably more fluent and native-like.
Let's give you a quick sample bank, because everyone's weekend looks different depending on their life situation, and it helps to see a few varied examples.
Great idea. First, a student. This weekend was pretty chill. I studied a bit on Saturday morning, then hung out with some classmates in the evening. Sunday, I mostly just relaxed before classes start again.
Second, a parent with 2 young kids. Honestly, weekends are just as busy as weekdays with 2 kids. We went to a birthday party on Saturday, and Sunday was all about laundry and getting ready for the week.
Third, someone who works remotely. Since I work from home during the week, I really try to get outside on weekends. I went for a long walk on Saturday and had a barbecue with neighbors on Sunday.
Fourth, someone with a busy social life. My weekend was honestly packed. Friday night dinner with friends, a birthday party Saturday, and brunch with my sister on Sunday. I definitely need Monday to recover.
Relatable. Fifth, someone who prefers quiet weekends. I'm pretty introverted, so my ideal weekend is just staying home, reading, and maybe watching a show. This weekend was exactly that, and it was perfect.
Great range of examples, listeners. Whatever your lifestyle looks like, busy, quiet, social, or family-focused, there's a natural, honest way to describe it in English, and no version is more correct than another.
Beautifully said. Okay, now let's answer a few listener questions before we move to practice.
From a listener named Elif, what if my weekend was boring? Is it okay to just say that?
Great question, Elif. Absolutely. Honesty is always fine. You could say, honestly, it was pretty uneventful. I mostly just rested. Completely acceptable, and often very relatable to the other person, too.
From a listener named Tarek, is weekend always Saturday and Sunday, or does it depend on the country?
Good question, Tarek. In most Western English-speaking countries, yes, the weekend is Saturday and Sunday. But in some countries, the work week and weekend fall on different days, so it's always fine to clarify if you're unsure. Is your weekend also Saturday and Sunday?
From a listener named Noemi, what if someone asks about my weekend, but I'd rather not share personal details?
Totally fine, Noemi. You can keep it brief and general. It was good, just a quiet one. That's a complete, polite answer, and nobody expects you to share more than you're comfortable with.
Great questions today, everyone. Thanks for sending them in.
One more quick practical section, because weather comes up constantly when discussing weekends, both past and future.
True, so let's build some useful phrases. The weather was perfect for it. Unfortunately, it rained the whole weekend. It was a bit too hot to do much outside.
For future plans, depending on weather, I might go to the beach if the weather's nice. We're planning a picnic, weather permitting. If it rains, we'll probably just stay in.
Great phrase, weather permitting. A nice, slightly more formal way to express a weather-dependent plan.
Let's build a full example. This weekend we were planning a barbecue, but unfortunately it rained the whole time, so we just watched movies instead. Hopefully next weekend is sunnier.
Perfect natural example. And notice, this also gives you a great opportunity to practice comparative and hopeful language. Sunnier, hopefully.
Let's also cover seasonal vocabulary quickly, since weekend activities often shift with the seasons. Summer, went swimming, had a barbecue, went camping. Winter, went skiing, stayed in by the fire, did some holiday shopping.
Spring, did some gardening, went for a picnic, cleaned out the closet, sometimes called spring cleaning. Autumn or fall, went apple picking, took a scenic drive, cozied up with a book, meaning got comfortable indoors.
Great seasonal vocabulary, listeners. It adds a nice natural layer of detail to your weekend conversations and shows a slightly more advanced descriptive use of English.
Beautifully summarized. Okay, now let's do one more role play before practice time.
Let's do one more full role play before practice time. This time, a phone call between two family members catching up.
Hi, sweetheart. How are you? How was your weekend?
Hi, Mom. I'm good, thanks. It was pretty nice, actually. I went to a friend's barbecue on Saturday, and Sunday I just relaxed and did some laundry.
Oh, that sounds lovely. Whose barbecue was it?
It was Tom's. Remember him from university? He just moved into a new apartment with a nice backyard.
Oh, that's nice. I'm glad you're staying in touch with old friends. Any plans for next weekend?
Actually, yes. I'm thinking of coming to visit you and Dad, if that works.
Oh, that would be wonderful. We'd love to see you. What day were you thinking?
Probably Saturday. I'll drive up in the morning.
Perfect. I'll cook something nice. I can't wait to see you.
Me too, Mom. Talk soon.
See, listeners, notice how naturally this conversation moved from the past weekend into future weekend plans using exactly the tools we've practiced today. Past simple, present continuous for arranged plans, and warm, natural reactions throughout.
Beautifully demonstrated. Family phone calls are actually one of the most common real-life situations where this exact topic comes up, so this role play is especially useful to practice.
Let's do one final, quick role play. This time, a casual, very short conversation between two neighbors, since these tiny interactions happen constantly in real life, too.
Hey there. Good to see you. Did you have a good weekend?
Hi! Yes, really good, actually. We finally finished setting up the garden. What about you?
Oh, nice. I bet that looks great now. My weekend was pretty low-key, mostly just caught up on some work around the house.
Sounds productive, though. Any big plans for next weekend?
Actually, we're hosting a small get-together on Saturday. You and your family should stop by if you're free.
Oh, that sounds lovely. Thank you. We'll definitely try to come.
Great. I'll send you the details. Have a good rest of your day.
You too. Take care.
See, listeners, notice how short and light this conversation is. Just a few natural exchanges, yet it uses everything from today's episode. Past weekend, future plans, reactions, and a friendly, warm clothes.
Beautifully demonstrated. And honestly, this is probably the most common real-world version of this topic. Quick, friendly, everyday small talk. Exactly what today's episode prepares you for. Okay, listeners, let's practice. Speak your answers out loud. Don't just think them.
First, answer, "How was your weekend?" using our three-part structure: general reaction, specific activity, small detail.
Second, answer, "Any plans for the weekend?" using going to, might, or I'll probably.
Third, ask the question back and react naturally to an imaginary answer like, "Went to a wedding."
Fourth, describe one weekend activity using at least 2 vocabulary words from today's list.
Fifth, try the full mini conversation structure. Question, answer, follow-up, reaction, out loud, from start to finish.
Great job, everyone. Comment below. What are your actual plans for this weekend? Great practice, and we genuinely love to know.
Quick recap. First, we learned the structure for talking about your past weekend. Reaction, activity, detail, using past simple.
Second, we built vocabulary for common weekend activities: relaxing, social, outdoor, household, and cultural.
Third, we learned how to talk about upcoming plans using going to, present continuous, might, and I'll probably.
Fourth, we practiced asking questions and reacting naturally to keep conversations flowing both ways.
Fifth, we covered common mistakes like mixing tenses and forgetting didn't in negatives.
Sixth, we explored cultural notes on how weekends look different around the English-speaking world.
And finally, we practiced 2 full example conversations, one about the past, one about the future.
That's everything you need to confidently talk about your weekend, whether it already happened or it's still coming up.
All right, that's it for today's episode. Next time someone asks about your weekend, try using one of today's phrases, even just one.
If this episode helped you, please like it, subscribe to the podcast, and share it with someone learning English.
And comment below. Tell us honestly, how was your last weekend, and what are your plans for the next one?
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. Keep practicing, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Take care, everyone, and enjoy your weekend whenever it comes. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.